Guys, take out. Everyone should be taking out their maps. Let's go. Transition quickly. I got to get these maps done today. Let's go. Did we start? Everyone needs colored pencils or crayons. We're doing a map, so yes, please take them out. Who can let me know where we left off? How far did we get? We didn't start. Okay, perfect. Oh, cool. Okay, we're so behind then.
You said you didn't want to do something, so you were glad.
Yeah, because I didn't like starting and not finishing. Okay. Here we go. Everyone should have their map out. We have a lot to cover, and we're going to go really quickly. So, everyone should have their map, color pencils, and crayons. If you don't have some, there's some in the front. Okay, so on your map, you should, let's go, you have the Americas. You're going to write on both North America and South America. Do not get ahead of me because not everything is what you think it's going to be. Africa is Africa. We're going to draw a nice little squiggle and we're going to create Europe and we're going to create Asia. Now, down where Australia is, do not label it Australia. It's actually called Oceania. Okay. We're also going to label our water. This is what ocean? Pacific Ocean. This is your Indian Ocean. This is your Atlantic Ocean. And this is your Pacific again. Okay, so with your colors, you are going to color in every aspect of the world different. So the Americas, I'm going to make a nice pink. You do not have to match my colors, but you have to have the things separated like I do. So if you want to color the Americas purple, that's the only time you're going to use purple on the map. Is everyone clear on that? If you want to match my colors, do you. I don't care. Doesn't offend me. So do you see how fast I'm coloring in the Americas? Everything is colored. However, I'm not spending 45 minutes coloring it. I'm already done with the Americas. I'm going to color Africa blue. As you can see, I am already a quarter way. Oh, I'm halfway through Africa. You can see that I am coloring it in, but I'm not spending a ton of time coloring. I'm already done with Africa. I'm going to color Europe this ugly orange color. As you can see, I am coloring. It doesn't look like complete crap. However, it doesn't look like I spent 45 minutes on it either. We have things to do. We're just looking for different, being able to distinguish the different regions. There's Europe. Now I'm working on Asia. Some of you haven't even gone past the Americas yet. Now, look at mine. I don't have big gaps of white in the middle of it. Okay, so this will be a skill you'll clearly, some of you will be sharpening this whole year. I don't have big white gaps in the middle of it. However, I am moving quickly. Now, when you get to your islands of Asia, make sure you get your Japan. Make sure you're coloring the Korean Peninsula. Don't forget Taiwan. Now, make sure you're paying attention. Down here, not all the islands are Asian. Some of them will belong to Oceania. Okay, now Oceania is, Australia is the major country. However, New Zealand, all of these places over here, these islands, all of these belong as well, and Hawaii, and there's another set of islands over here. So that's the actual content of your map. That's the front side. Now, in order to get a 10 out of 10, you have to color all parts of the map. So I don't need Antarctica. We will never talk about Antarctica in this class. So I'm just going to color it an obligatory green color. Okay, and I'm done with that. Now I'm going to get a blue color and I'm going to color in my water. Am I going to go quickly or slowly? Quickly. We have things to do. The other side has much more content on it. So I'm just going to quickly color my water. Oops, I forgot my Caribbean. Don't be like me. Color in your Caribbean. And don't forget your Alaska is part of Asia. Not Alaska. Hello. No, Russia. Over by Alaska. There we go. Here's my Atlantic. Already covered that. As you can see, if I leave a lot of white, I could just go back through really quick. I don't have huge gaps. Getting 10 points for these maps is the easiest thing you can do. Every other points are going to be much harder, except maybe for the primary, at least in the beginning of the year. You want to get all of these points. You need all these points.
What color is the island at the top?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it matches my Asia.
Up on the right of the Americas.
To the right of the Americas? That's pink.
There's like a little floating thing.
Oh, that's Iceland. It kind of goes back and forth between the Americas and stuff. I ignore it.
Okay.
Someone else asked me that today. Alright, I'm done with the front. You have 10 seconds. Wherever you are in 10 seconds, if you didn't finish, you'll have to finish for homework or maybe at the very end of class. You've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to flip it to the other side. I know my camera is not working at the second. It'll come back up. You're going to flip it to the other side, please. Okay. So what I would like you to do is we're going to label our water. I know some of this has been partially filled out. I know I'm running out of copies. So North America, where North America belongs. Thanks. Okay. Then you have the Caribbean right here. Don't worry about coloring. We'll come back and get the coloring. Okay. Now, you're going to draw a line just like I have here, dividing Mexico from the United States. Now, from Mexico all the way down to the tip of South America, it's called Latin America. Why is it called Latin America? Who can tell me why it's called Latin America? Oh, God.
It's like the Latin part of it. Like,
no.
There's Spanish people.
What do you got?
Because that's where all the Latin people, Latin speakers began.
Began?
No, where they lived.
Where they lived? They were like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to start speaking Spanish, which is a European country.
No, they started speaking Latin.
They didn't speak Latin. They speak Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah, there's only one civilization that speaks Latin. What was the one civilization that speaks Latin? The Romans. What do you got, Miss Moffat?
That's where the Spanish settlers and Portuguese settlers came during.
Yeah, the Spanish conquered all this territory except for Brazil. It's called Latin America because if you're Hispanic or Latin, you speak Spanish. It's called Latin America because it's all conquered by the Spanish. All right, it's also known as Mesoamerica and the Caribbean are part of Latin America. M-E-S-O, America. Mesoamerica, I assume we don't know, is what we call Central America. Okay, so Mesoamerica is Central America, and of course we have the Caribbean. All right, so that is the easy part. Now we're going to start getting funky. All right, over in Africa, you're going to carve out Egypt. That's where we're going to start. So from the corner of Egypt, you're going to draw North Africa. Now, Egypt is actually kind of funny because it's actually not considered Africa. It's actually considered the Middle East. Now, under North Africa, we're going to continue a little squiggle down here, and this is called West Africa. Then from here, we're going to draw in Central Africa. And then we have, we're just going to continue the line, South Africa. This right here is known as East Africa. Okay, so keep in mind what we're doing right now is our region, so we're just going to quickly color them in. My East Africa is going to be this dark green. Remember, quickly coloring this in. Make sure you can use all the same colors from the front side, but use different colors. Don't use the same color twice. Central Africa, for me, is going to be this ugly orange. South Africa is going to be this pink color. West Africa is going to be this pretty blue. So these are the different regions of Africa. So when we talk about West Africa, and we actually do spend most of our time talking about West Africa, we're mostly going to be talking about goods or traded items. It's going to have slaves, ivory, gold, diamonds, rubies are all going to be coming out of mostly West Africa. So we're going to start over here, over by this peninsula. What major country is over here? You should know it. What region, what country is in this region? A bunch of kids got stuck in caves. Thailand is right over here. This is known as, and we're going to draw a line here, and we're going to go like that. This is Southeast Asia. And I'm going to color it in so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. Now, Southeast Asia, the major country in it is going to be Thailand. For me, it's going to be purple. Philippines, all of that is all going to fall in here. Now keep in mind, keep an eye out for what I do color and what I don't color. It's all of these islands. Not all of them though, so watch, because some of them do fall into Oceania, which is what we're not going to color. So that is going to be Southeast Asia. Now the next country I'm going to color is going to be South Asia. Now South Asia is going to pick up from here, go up, and come down. Now what is the major country in South Asia? India. So South Asia, the major country is India, and we spend a ton of time talking about India. I really like Indian history. For me, it's going to be this really pretty blue. Do not forget the island off the coast of India. It's right there. Once we finish that, we're going to create the Middle East. And the Middle East just does like a little swoop and connects. This is the Middle East. What are some countries that are in this Middle East? Saudi Arabia. What? Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria.
Turkey.
Turkey's in it, absolutely. And also, weirdly enough, Egypt, which is where I'm going to start coloring. Egypt is considered the Middle East. It's a little tricky, but once you get it, it makes a lot of sense. Don't forget to color in Turkey. You've got Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. All of that falls into the Middle East. And that's all right here. After we finish the Middle East, we're going to start with our East Asia. East Asia is going to pick up here. Do the best you can. It does not have to be perfect. I'm not looking for it to be absolutely identical to mine. I'm just looking for the effort. I am using a different blue. I'm making my old blue darker because I'm also running out of crayons, just like you. South Asia. Perfect. And, oh, I have to label it. This is East Asia. What country is the biggest one in East Asia? China. China is located in East Asia. I feel like we spend about 60% of our time talking about East Asia. I am fascinated by Chinese history. I didn't learn a damn thing about Chinese history in middle school, high school, college. I didn't start learning it until I started teaching it. You are going to color in Japan. Make sure you got the Korean Peninsula, and don't forget Taiwan. Alright, so after East Asia, we just have a little hump that we're going to add, and it goes Central Asia. Okay? And for me, it's going to be this yellow color. So, we are going to make a little key in your Indian Ocean, which we're going to, over here, draw some squiggles in a box, just like I did. This is called regional overlap. What that means is, okay, so the only thing you have to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is you just have to finish coloring in this map. All you have to do is finish coloring. You need to color Latin America its own color and then fill it in. For your test, if I put a number 1 right here in a region that looks just like that, what's the answer to that? West Africa. If I put a 2 right here, what am I looking for the answer? There you go. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you. So all you have to do is finish coloring in your Latin America and color in your water and your land mass that we didn't use. And then you're done with the map. Is everyone clear? Perfect. Have a great day. Tomorrow you do have vocab 11 through 20. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. If you use my supplies, please leave them in the front. Do not take them with you.